Greetings everyone, my name is Ettervale, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. As usual, on this weekly morning livestream, I'll be covering a combo of Virus made levels and a few other levels I found online, primarily focusing on the former. I'll be covering these levels for about 90 minutes to 2 hours, showcase art, and on a separate stream, memes plus reacts. Welcome to the stream, Iwumi, Jedok, Raccoon, Jaden, Salty with their 5th post, Oscar, Drop and Jack, all the lurkers and watchers on other platforms, as well as anyone else I missed. Congrats! Alright, so first on today's lineup is Quava Quava by Cyanesque111, 21 plays, score 7. I didn't forget you, Pixel Boy, because you didn't actually post it, you didn't comment anything at the start. If you don't comment anything on the chat, I'm not gonna list you on the names. So here's a brief rundown of what I'll be doing this weekend. Tonight, I'm going to be playing Gina Panic again. This time, the correct version. Basically what happened last week, for those not in the know or not on the Discord server, is that due to a mix-up on Keymailer's part, I was sent the playtester build, not the full version. So that explains a bunch of fast progression stuff. The game's supposed to be short, but not that short. So tonight, full version of that, and tomorrow morning, version 1.2.0 of Code Money. This time I'll be playing Hazel's playthrough, and let me tell you, that's going to be a lot more involved compared to Axel. I can no longer cheese the fights. Well, not really cheese, but I have to pay much more attention to what's happening in the fights. Background is pretty simple, would have preferred a bit something more pizzazz to it. And the level itself is kind of simplistic, but it gets the job done. For now, that is. Like, this stage's main focus are the platforms and lava. AG Pocket, Lauren. Exactly, Iwumi. After 6-7 years of waiting, it's here. Congrats, Jaden. Oh, certainly. Like, this is gonna be one of the biggest... This is pretty much the biggest Mega Man fan game related project in terms of the levels included. So I'm hoping it gets the recognition on that. But before that, it was Episode 0 or Magmal 2, so hopefully it takes the mantle very well. I say there's 180 plus levels, but that's not even taking into account the Neo Pit of Pits, the end game, the other bonus stuff, so yeah. That game's gonna take at least half a year for me to complete. And I'll be enjoying every single minute of it. And I'll try enjoying every single minute of it. 15 plus tiers and all. Dead of a wish, Jaden. It's okay if you don't really care about Magmal, it's just that I quite love the series. And I made a level for... I I made a level for every single Magmal except episode 0. And for a 24-hour, but... I'm gonna streamline my reviews, Jaden. So, I'm not gonna take a look at the judge comments. Well, I'm not gonna take a look at the judge comments until at the end of each tier. For the sake of getting through the levels faster. I'll explain my plans more, but basically... the way I'll stream levels is I'll go through the levels, and then I'll speed read through the judge comments, like, just floor it. I'll only go through the judge comments in more detail, either in post, or at the end of the tier. There will be future Magma stuff, definitely, and I'll try participating as well. I'll be happy to collab with some of you, too. And to be honest, with the low tier levels, the judges already have it covered of what they need to say with the reviews. Like, the hardest stuff is probably going to be the the hardest stuff is going to be more like the mid tier levels, and some of the upper tier ones. Whoa. Alright, also to responding to Jaden, I'd recommend Dead of a Wish first. It's a lot less confusing with what's happening, and the battle system's more refined. And mulling over it, you don't really need to know most of the story of Luca to understand Dead of a Wish anyways. There's only like 1 or 2 relevant plot points that make the experience better from Luca, but otherwise you can understand what's happening with just what's given in Dead of a Wish. I know I talked about how some of the plot points are elucidated thanks to what we know in Luca, but honestly, you don't need to know those. And you can piece together stuff. I wouldn't call maybe Danganronpa, but that's in the later. I will warn you though that it is difficult if you're not used to reaction-based combat. But yeah, I don't know if 100% Magmal Tree, I'll see. But yeah, that's currently my second favorite game I played this year on the channel. For saying this focus on lava, this was okay, neat. With the current schedule, Jaden, I'm gonna be taking a break from Dead of a Wish this week, but I will resume it next week. Second up is Master Fortress by Oscar, 24 plays, score 4. I said the previous state is okay because it's a little bit more on the basic side, moderately more on the basic side with challenges. We're basically jumping between platforms over lava. Ooh, this has a pretty background and foreground combination. It's like we're in a floating island, and we're in the cave system of the floating island. We have NATO. Say no more. What's better? I like X-Maker more. That's more because it gives you a different set of characters and movesets. Okay. That was random. Next island. Okay, I was worried for a moment. I'm not sure. I got it from I got it because of one of the other levels I have to cover. One of the two other levels I have to cover. It's like we travel between two island cave systems. I don't... Aesthetically and graphically, it's neat. The stage felt like we ended halfway through. Mario Bros. 3 doesn't have ghost houses. Are you thinking of Super Mario World? Number 3 up is DIA Delta Inc. Alpha, a Jinox 74, 53 plays, score of 13. Let's go City today. Wait a sec. Anything to the left? Nope. I'm afraid not. That was submitted by one of the level submitters. I think. I'll check. Oh yeah. Aw. Every weapon is gray, including Super Arm and Black Hole Bomb. I kind of wish we just went for the full gray set. Like, we're going through an ink facility, but we haven't gotten the color yet. Like, of the gray items, the only thing that changes it... Okay. Okay, I see. Sequel of Ink Oil Base. Alright. I don't know about... Not exactly story, but... There are some similarities. I would disagree at saying how similar the games are, in terms of story too. Like, at the end there's some similar elements, but honestly, saying that they're directly comparable in terms of story, I disagree. Thank you, G-Pocket. But, yeah, the 1000-Year-Old Door remake finally localized Vivian correctly. Or accurately, to be more specific. The original English localization removed some elements, but did it in a weird way. Like, honestly, looking back at that translation, it was kind of implied too. Oh. Yeah, I see the problem. How do I push this? Fine, we'll do it this way. Have it your way. That was a Ooh, upwards water. I mean ink. They're immortal to almost everything. Like, one of the Mega Man 2 weapons can one-shot them, if I recall correctly. I just don't remember which one off the top of my head. Oh, that's cool. Once I cover Undertale on the channel, I am definitely gonna be covering Undertale Yellow after that. I've heard mostly good things about it. Ah, that's what it... Okay, the boomerangs are toenails. I didn't get the reference there. I consider the quick boomerangs to be boomerangs, not toenails. I thought you were referring to a different weapon in the Maker set. Slowly, Mega Man ascends. Be patient, Lauren. I'm gonna add the level IDs once I'm done with this stage. I usually add new level IDs at the end of every stage. Like, I'm gonna add Pixel Boys in yours once this is there. Oh, what genre is Code Bunny, by the way? I consider it to be a 2D action platformer. Based on based on Team 7 Star's inspirations, it's inspired by a little bit of Sonic, quite a bit of Mega Man Zero, and something else. Alright, not this way. Well, time to shave the cat. That's one cat shaved. This one is especially weak to shaving. Okay, I'll call you Laura. I'll call you Arsonist. In earlier streams, I called him Leaf Boy. I called them Leaf Boy because that's the original username, and that's usually how I do it. I usually refer to people with their original usernames to maintain continuity. Alright, levels in. Okay, Pixel Boy and Lauren's levels are in. I'm cleaning up this stuff. I finished the first half of the game, or more specifically, Axel's storyline. Tomorrow I'm doing Hazel's storyline in Code Bunny. It is pretty fun, I gotta say. Quite short, a lot more story than I expected, but quite fun. I do wish there was 1 or 2 more stages per character though. Alright, forward up is Powertrons 2, Episode 9, The Void Dimension, the heroine and the villain. You're missing an E here. Violet Patio. 57 plays, score 28. And I got the game for about $5, so... Up we go! Midpoint stage. We're going for fire. Ooh, low gravity. Don't ask me. Whoops. Let's try it again, shall we? I've seen stage names with far longer lengths, Janok, so I don't think that's it. Whoa! Missiles can't harm me. Thank you. Slow and steady wins the race. Guess I'll see me bonked a few more times. Now we're switching to blue again. Suiting up with purple. I guess this is the purple Powertron we're playing as now. No we don't have infinite ammo, but we do get these respawn weapons Chargers. Purple Tron in the Purple Castle. He's the villain, the Dark Tron, an evil Tron. Ah, you need to text edit longer names. Gotcha. Bye, kitty. I'm dead. Sorry, Lepadio sent this team in. And because they requested it, I'm playing it. Pick it up with them. I'm afraid I'll have to refresh my memory because of all the levels I play. This jump. I'm gonna have to initiate it from below. Only for more frequenter users. I've been cutting down a little bit on NSS due to all the scams going on in Discord. And befitting of the drug you're mentioning, this place is dangerous. Fair. Tap jump, convert to full jump. Classic makerism. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jaden. Did you start replaying the game on the harder difficulty setting? Or did you have the option to switch? Because I'm curious to see how hard it gets. Oops. I'm trying to tap. And of course, I made a mistake, so I couldn't backtrack, so I'm dead. You have to restart from scratch. That's unfortunate. It's not really... This is a Lepadio stage. This is them being relatively merciful. This could have had at least 4 times the number of spikes than it does right now. Be merciful, Lepadio didn't place that many. To represent its danger. Okay. Oh my goodness. Whew. I'll try doing that without taking damage boosting. Alright, back to fire. Outside the castle, I guess. That was the Darktron escaping, and now we're back to the heroes here. Maybe this is the grape. Maybe this is the grape jam castle instead. And let's cut down the drug references a bit, please. I don't really find those jokes that funny for this situation, especially when it's a tangential reference. An accidental tangential one at that. Grape Jelly Castle. And besides, this is Mega Man. There are a lot of other funny ways to include goofy stuff. Didn't see that until later. Well, we're making progress at late. One of the unfortunate things about Darkness is accidentally jumping the spikes. In addition to accidentally jumping the spikes the normal way, the usual way. To the spike. I was a bit worried there would be a stray spike there too. Okay. Checkpoint. Too high, but that was my fault. Too low this time. Okay, 69 text for full title. Going for the joke there. The devs. Unless they text edit, so... Again, for these sorts of jumps, I'm always really wary. I don't trust the engine after all with this. If this was a Magmul, I would. Again, this is a little patio stage. I just find... Alright, intermission complete. Follow the arrows. Our ship is transforming, let's go! And honestly, that skill issue joke's getting old really fast too. It's very basic and rudimentary, and honestly, it oversimplifies a lot of things, including stuff that's supposed to be difficult and expects you to die many times. Battle lights are activated! Getting knocked back. The only unfortunate thing is I'm forced to restart this section again and again to get the battleizer. There's one thing I wish there was changed, like a checkpoint after that. Like over here. Ah, they merged with the ship. Wait, they merged with the ship? And here I thought they just created new battleizer armor. I didn't think I'd make it. Spike jump? Well, I don't mind spike falls, especially ones that give arrows. Like that one actually directed me what to do. So it wasn't that bad. Didn't initiate fast enough. Again, I don't mind this kind of spike fall because they gave arrows. But some people don't really like spike falls, I don't really mind them. Gotta follow it faster. Really? Yeah, really. Phew. Alright, that's it. That was the last part. Yeah, for a climax that works. Can you shoot your stone bullets? Petrification bullets? Doesn't seem you can, thankfully. And now the whole team teleports in to suits up. We're summoning the Megaborg. The new and improved Megaborg, I suppose. Double quick man and them again. Let's see. Wait, let's try out some other abilities. Now I can freeze. Alright. Guess it's this then. I was trying to break out, got double hit. That's the unfortunate thing about that. The Quickman brothers down there aren't helping. I can also just use the shield. Okay. The Metal Blade is good for them, though. Okay. Story bit. We're on armoring here. Gold Rick has joined the crew. Rick, the Golden Powertron, has joined the crew. Nice. On stage, some difficult and tricky scenarios involving the jet adapter at the end. I'd put one more checkpoint just at the start of the jet adapter section after you get it and land on the solid ground, so you don't need to repeat the spike fall every single time. Otherwise, currently my favorite level of the episode. Decent work. Ooh. Fifth up is the Hover Tower by Your Local Vacuum. 38 plays, score -1. I saw what the rating is and difficulty rating is on Mecha's website. It's listed as being Kaizo-ish, which is a bit concerning to me. Surely this would be part of the foreground. I see, that's why. I see what we're going for here. Oh no, force beams. Gotta hurry this. With half a second to spare. Oh no. Okay, that was the correct decision. Not purple enough yet to call it purple. Call it the purple stream, that is. I'll just call it grape juice, the stage. So I need a fan feed for the speed boost. That's... oh no. That's the problem with the stompy enemy in close range. Okay. That clipped me into that. Feel free to clip that. I was low on HP anyways. Let's try it again, shall we? Okay, keep that pushed back. Perfect. Thankfully, only 3 HP, because otherwise, oh goodness gracious. Still 1 HP because their shots also deal a lot of damage. Checkpoint here, good, good. You failed where it's funnier. Okay, let's take some time to pay attention to what we need to do here. I need to activate one of them and slide down. I could just slide right through if I go to the right. Can't I? Yeah, I see the problem. I need to activate those, otherwise I don't have time. My leg gets caught. Go, 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 go! Yes! So that gives me a little bit of a buffer room. Not even a puzzle level. This is more like an execution where you have to do the actions they're asking of you. Like, there isn't really a puzzle to solve. Like, figuring out what you have to do is fairly simple. Actually, executing is the tough part. Can't reach me. I'm gonna have to activate this, jump up there, and... oh. Okay. Activate these 2 sparkling platforms to get to the right. Then I'll have to push that to the left. Shoot that to the left. But these walkers are gonna cause some issues. Because they don't actually activate my iframes, they just grab me in place. So the force beam will get me if I get caught. And that, of course, I thought I had more time. But squish. Okay, I can do it fast enough, but it's very risky. See? That's what happens. I could jump over them or I could just destroy them. If I wasn't as good at mashing with this would be so much more frustrating. Okay, 4 shots destroys them. So whenever I get grabbed by those green mini toy enemies, they hold me in place. They don't drain away any of my life or weapon energy like some of their cousins do. But they just hold me in place and they don't activate my iframes. So if I get hit by an instant dead obstacle, I'm dead. Whether that be spikes or force beams. I forget how big the hitboxes on these things are. That's 3. Yeah, I know I have Magnet Missile. I lost a lot of health here, so okay. The problem is that Magnet Missile is also kind of weak. Like, did you see how much weapon energy I have to use in order to destroy those enemies? That's not really ideal. And of course, sections like this. Again, this is why I feel like the Magnet Missile is one of the weaker weapons in Maker. It's supposed to be a homing weapon, but it costs so much ammo to use. And for the comparatively weak amount of damage it dishes out. Like, the one change I'd make to the Magnet Missile in this engine is probably buffing its ammo capacity. Five shots. And something, okay, it also gets, that actually drags off my weapon energy. Never mind. I guess it's supposed to be used as an emergency tool just for 1 or 2 sections, but as a weapon to be used in combat more consistently, I don't really like the Magnet Missile. I'll take most of the other... Like, think about it. How many uses of Hornet Chaser do you have? Like, how much ammo do you have for Hornet Chaser, uses-wise? See, and that's the strange part. Why are both the dive missile and Hornet Chaser are... Let's use the Hornet Chaser for an example. It deals the same amount of damage as the Magnetic Missile, but it gets more uses. Plus, with the Hornet Chaser, it can bring back items to you. I know it's slower compared to the Magnetic Missile, but that doesn't justify it. It's not that slow. Same applies to the dive. In fact, the dive missile is even less excusable because it's straight up more powerful than the Magnetic Missile in every category. The homing may not be the best, but it homes fairly well. Like, of the many weapons in Maker that I would like to see a buff, Magnetic Missile needs one. Ah, we did it. Maybe. Okay, that two shots them. Checkpoint! Glorious checkpoints. So Dive Missile also deals splash and much better DPS. That's why I feel like, okay, in the context of Mega Man 3, sure, there's also kind of weaker weapons there, but in the context of Maker, it needed a buff. As right now, I'd only use it for specialized gimmick setups. Not really for DPS, not even for dealing with enemies for most part. Oh no. Okay, I deal double damage though. Dive Missile and Hornet Chaser fulfills different niches, so I rate them a little bit differently. We follow the lines. Actually, this was scarier than it actually looks. This was less scary than it actually looks, my correction. Like, compared to the last 2 or 3 sections of the stage, the setup is actually just more intimidating. Because of how the platforms work, it blocks all of Strike Man's projectiles, so it bounces off of it harmlessly. And unless he falls at the bottom on the same level as you, you're relatively safe there. Really, the main danger is getting stuck on the upper platform with the force beam above you, hitting you, or ramming into Strike Man or his projectiles up above. So, yeah, this is one of the stages where you'll like it or hate it, because those last sections require a bit of precision, and Yeah. The checkpoint density is mostly fine. Some players would argue that there needs to be at least 1 or 2 more checkpoints. I'm roughly okay. But before doing this stage, you need to know the timings of those enemies you shoot and to push away, the force beams, and Sparkman platforms. The Sparkman platforms via blocking the force beams and their timings is crucial for the second half of the stage. I'm just happy we didn't have to worry about fan fiends in the last stretch. That could have been a real pain. Well, when I say last stretch, I mean last section. It acted like a decent to good climax, but oof. Again, I like the stage and the gimmicks it used because it did a fine job showcasing its mechanics and combining them together. It's just that this combination becomes difficult and painful at the end. Hello. Hello, Turta. Your level's been added to the queue. It's kind of funny how we actually ended up with one stage being harder than Lapatio's fare. Like, Lapatio's difficulty of their stage was difficult, but it didn't feel as punishing as this stage. Void Dimension did have tricky spots, but usually if you died, you didn't lose too much progress, but here, the progress loss can be more painful, especially near the end. It's not like to the point where it's a lot of punishment, it's like 30 seconds to 1 minute. It's not excessive, but it's more noticeable. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment. And I'm back. Good luck, Robin Jack. In terms of stuff to discuss, we can also discuss how Haunty was released today. Or it was released a few days ago. Hey Buster, welcome to the stream. Let's see, I'm checking. Ooh, just axe. That's only releasing for the Switch. It's a different genre entirely. That'll be fine. I guess they can move it, but then they would coincide with something else. When you have games that are in different genres entirely, it's fine. It's sometimes fine to release them to coincide with the others. I mean, the 1000-Year-Old Door release was hyped, but it's not like mega hype levels. There's plenty of room in the ecosystem to release. Oh, unless you're afraid to... Yeah, there is a Switch version of Haunty that may be affected. The one version that will be affected is the Switch version, but otherwise, it's multi-plat, different genre, different audience. That's something to be important when releasing things around, because there's always games being released every day. So you have to pick and choose your battles. You have to understand what battlefield you're on and pick or choose your battles there. On some level, yes, Haunty is competing with 1000-Year-Old Door, but honestly, there are more direct competitors that Haunty has to compete with. For example, all the other indie games that released on Steam are on the same day on PC, or the other platforms. Especially ones that are twin-stick shooters or adventure games. But enough of that detour. Next up is Celestial Junkyard by G Pocket, 64 plays and a score of 17. Oh yeah, that's a much better example, because Battleborn was trying to be in the same genre as Overwatch, sort of, combined with a whole bunch of poorly understood advertising. When you're trying to release a direct competitor to a game around the same time frame, when I say direct, I mean very obviously direct, not just in the same genre, then you have to be really careful. And it's not like whoa! And it's not like Mario vs. Sonic, no, they're closer. Well, I say that, but there are noticeable differences between the two, and unfortunately Battleborn got killed by poor balancing and poor advertising. Well, not ideal, let me rephrase it, not ideal balancing and poor advertising. Because it was a pretty fun game. Be careful not to get shot out the garbage chute. 1, 2. Okay. That wasn't so scary. Even at my max jump, I can't reach the top spike. That's what was worrying me. Yeah, I think this is the best aesthetically looking stage of the bunch. I was gonna say that Master Fortress looked a bit better, but nah, this is more advanced. Its main gimmick is the sand, conveyors, and junk blocks. What's in the box? Not worth. And switching conveyors. I think I may have found my next favorite level of the episode. Or my new favorite of the episode. Oh good, and the timing these blocks, the timing of the block spawners is independent, it's universal. So, I really want... Oh, shoot, no checkpoint. That's fine, I can speedrun this. The timing of the blocks is universal with the block spawners, so it's not as frustrating. And the way the challenges are set up and introduced and everything is pretty fun. The only downside right now is there was no checkpoint there, but I'm curious of something. Like, I thought there would be a checkpoint here if this was another stage, but this isn't that difficult. Yeah, not gonna do it. Okay, this had to be the mid-boss. Alright, halfway point. If this is a level in the most popular queue, that would be it, but we're going further. Of course, sometimes very disparate games releasing at the same time can result in some pretty funny juxtapositions. For example, Doom Crossing. Or Isabel meets Doomslayer. That was fun. Or Barbenheimer. Okay, and that was creative. Using the block to shut me down. I didn't really hear... Not games, but the same principle. In fact, yeah, Doom Crossing and Barbenheimer were the best examples of recent. I didn't really hear anyone talk about Origami of Tsushima or Spider Mario, though. I heard jokes about Spider Mario. I really haven't heard of anyone talk about Origami of Tsushima. Like, which console... Quick question. Which console was Ghost of Tsushima released for? Was it only the PS4 and PS5? Because if that's the case, there's no, like, direct platformer crossover. Because if I understand it correctly, Doom Eternal was also released for the Switch. But actually, no, wait, let me check that, that's important. Where was Doom Eternal released for? Yeah, it was released for the Switch as well. Got it. See, I don't really hear anyone talk about Origami Tsushima because the games were released on completely different platforms. Origami, Switch, Tsushima, PS4, and later PS5. With Doom Crossing, there was a shared platform, which was the Switch. Same thing with Spider Mario. PS5 versus Switch. If you're gonna juxtapose something, there has to be at least one more similarity or shared. Where did you hear about Where did you hear about the Origami Tsushima crossover fan art? Or crossover jokes? I'm curious where you saw that. And this was the stage climax, I suppose. Kinda strange. Well, it did involve the same games we saw before, but in a more starry background. Oh, okay, this also includes the conveyors in the main fight. I like it when boss arenas include one of the main gimmicks of their stages. GG. Currently my fair and lovely episode. Fine use of the mechanics and enemies, introducing them in controlled environments, escalating, recombining them, and making for a pretty good climax. Good job, G-Pocket. Pat yourself on the back. This is now my fair and lovely episode. 7th up is Brick Woman Stage by Ottomano 2004. 24 play, score of 2. I have about 4 more levels to do, then I'll showcase your Ting Buster, and then I'll move on to art. Yes, I saw that whole discussion on Mega Mix discussion about what if the Super Arm could grab almost anything, or practically anything. I'll just showcase bits and pieces of that. If it's dysfunctional with an emphasis on fun, I'll be up for it. Like, I'll showcase at least 5-10 minutes of that. You can sort of make the jump even without that platform, but thank you for putting it there. See you again, Concrete. In a regular rectangle arena like this, he's no prob. Alright, your level's been added to the queue, new Viv. This West A simply existed. 8 up is Mega Man Dark Tomorrow, Mid-Stage Part 2, Incinerator Woman, by Arsonist, aka Lauren. 19 play, score 0. I didn't see anyone make jokes about Shin, Barbenheimer, Pixel Boy. Not at least in all the circles or socials I follow. So this is the Proto Mantra stage according to Lauren. Desert. You may want to block off this pit in case a player falls in. I wanted to test to see what happens. Like, there's no reason to put the hole there unless you want players to fall in by accident, potentially. Simple. Just move the door up. My issue is that because there's a gap in the floor and beneath that's the door, players can fall in and it makes the mid-boss fight harder. My solution will be just move the door up so the arena becomes flat or something. Okay. I'll take awkward over trying to find an arena like that. Or if you want to be even more snazzy, put 2 sets of doors there. I'm gonna say... If you say skill issue, I'm gonna say design issue. Like, what does it really add to it? It's just a random hole. Does it... If you're gonna add something to... Usually my principle is, if you add something to a boss arena, you need to ask yourself, what does it add to the fight? Like, does it make a meaningful difference? And I mean, for that, if anything, it kind of makes that fight easier too, just slower. You can't keep blaming players for everything. Like, if you really wanted to make it so that you want players to dodge, like, hop between platforms while the boss attacks you, put an electric pit down there, so if players fall in, they take damage, forcing them to jump out. Give me a sec, Lauren. We need to discuss this thing because... I find it to be more of an issue. Again, I follow what Buster says, and I'll put it this. Whenever you add something to a boss arena, or subtract something from it, you need to ask yourself, what does it add or remove from the fight? This pit in the bottom doesn't really add much, and doesn't really add anything to the fight at all. In fact, I say it makes it easier. In a lot of ways. Slower and easier. Again, move the door up or just reconstruct the room to make it look less awkward. As for the fight itself, it's okay. Okay, decent. Like, I like how it's standing in the stage, but the rest of the stage was... bleh. Especially for a midpoint stage. Alright. Ninth up is Base 1 Deep Seas by MX and EEX, with 22 plays and a score -2. Well, you can change it to the next version. Well, you called it a mid-stage, so... Hey, Backman, your level will be added to the queue after this one's done. It says Proto's intro stage, but it's called Mid Stage Part 2, so that's why I called it like the midpoint stage. Like a bunch of Mega Man level packs have a midpoint stage in between the first and second set of Roadmasters. That's what I was following. And this pack has like a first group and a second group. It's just that they decided to introduce Proto midway through. But if you're saying in terms of difficulty, that makes more sense. Wait, that one-shots him? Hang on one sec. Guy Sasha one-shots them. Interesting. I really hope there's no random bottomless pits here. Okay. Thank goodness. Oh, I need you, Bubble. Trolled. The bubble ended me. I wish there was a sign for that. Go ahead, Buster. There are several things I know that were cut between 1/Classic and 2. I'm curious what is this time, or what one of them is. If I get in the bubble later, it'll last long. It lasts the same amount of time, but if I get in the bubble later, that means I can survive for longer. Alright, we're safe. We're safe. Of course, I can also just treble boost it. Well, first, many classes had 4 or more weapon slots, as well as 2 grenades. Yeah, I heard about the grenade system, how every class had access to grenades. Primary, crowbar, and 2 shotties, one being a straight upgrade. I'm guessing one being a straight upgrade for another was in the sense that you had a primary shotty which you used, and if you ran out of ammo for it, you used the secondary. And the first one had a lot less ammo or something. Not fast enough. Unless it was a case of, oops. You know what? I'm not risking it. The shotguns use the same ammo pool, so okay, that doesn't make sense at all then. I thought it was like in a situation where you have a strong weapon and then you have emergency backup. Wait, Heavy's minigun would use shotgun ammo too? What? Well, what were the ammo types in that game? Something... yes, in that game, Scout was kind of useless. Like... as I was saying, in the classic, Scout was basically the weakest class. And pretty much, if you wanted to scout ahead, it was better to play as the medic or another class. Like, you get the abilities of the scout. Well, Scout wasn't functionally faster, was he? So in effect, it was better to play as a class which was either tankier or had healing. Scout was faster and had a better nade for nade jumping, but Medic could now fit both with bunny hopping and a medkit. Ah, okay, so he was faster. Meanwhile, Medic had a better armor and better primary and, of course, the medkit. Did the minigun exist back then? The minigun. Hey, I'm Wumi. Yeah, base Mega Man Maker supports playing Genesis music, and SNES music actually. So yeah, the NSF player that Maker uses also supports playing SPC files and VGM, whatever the Genesis music files are called. And some mods have taken advantage of that. Some classes had unique grenades which were often counters to the class it came on. So Scout slows down. That's interesting, having a class counter itself. That isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just a little bit strange. Concussion? Huh. I can see why I got a negative score with some of the tunnels, but it was okay. Alrighty, your lowest been added, Impact Man. It'll be number 11. Let's see, one sec. Team Fortress Classic also had concussion. Okay. Alright. 10th up is Mega Man Altogether, level 16, Corrupted Spaces, by Orlando Masuro. 19th place, score 3. The old Demo Man had 5 explosive slots and 6 was melee. What could you equip on those explosive slots, other than grenades of course? Roll time. Grenade launcher, pipe bomb launcher, frag grenade, Merv, and a death pack. Pipe launcher something between sticky and grenade. What is the MIRV? Ah, so non-sticky bombs. Or a better way to call them would be remote mines, or remotely detonated explosives. Merv is like a cluster bomb grenade. Nice, so more area denial. That sounds neat. But I can see that becoming really broken if there are a lot of demo men. Like, imagine if a bunch of them equip the Merv at the same time and decide to just spam a choke point. That pack is a big manual setup time bomb which could destroy certain pieces of terrain, for example in CP Dust Bowl Stage 2 from blue perspective. Gotcha. Interesting. On one hand, it's been unfortunate that DF2 doesn't really have some of those walled-off areas you can blow up, or or pieces of terrain you can effectively destroy with enough firepower. On the other hand, I understand why. Are we going backwards? I'm gonna grab that. I think I'm going backwards. Now we're going forwards. Well, Hammer Editor supports that. That's good. What people realize that eventually someone's gonna do it. I see. Well, from my perspective, those are supposed to be like temporary blockades in order to, I think of those as temporary blockades to slow down the opposing team. So, your team needs to guard them if necessary. Like, temporary defensible structures, I'm fine with, but considering if you're saying that Demo is one of the best classes in the original, I can see the problem there. Now, if those structures required a lot of firepower, that would be a different story. Or if you could repair the structures if they're not destroyed. Like, Engineer can use metal to restore some of the wall strength. Not rebuild the wall, mind you, but at least restore some of the walls. Yeah, okay, if it's just one class that can do that, I can see the problem. Especially if you can't just repair it or something. I don't mind the idea, but the implementation wasn't really as well thought out, I guess. Yeah, in its infancy, I don't think TF2 would... Giving grenades to all classes wouldn't really work. But now that we have throwables and consumables, especially the throwables, maybe it wouldn't be that bad to have a few of those grenades. Heck, we can maybe even have the pipe bomb launcher as a fun Easter egg or something. Or as a bonus skin. As for the grenades, I'd have to be carefully balanced depending on which class you have. Like the more offensive grenades, yeah, give them to the offense class, the push ones. It's just that with the more defensive classes or support ones, you have to be a bit careful. I really don't want to see a situation where the medic becomes one of the best, becomes as strong as they were back in 1. I don't know, maybe give them a healing throwable or something? Oh no, don't give them... The heavy's strong enough already. If they give the Merv, that just eliminates some of their weaknesses. Unless there's like a major downside where they have to throw out their heart or something. That would kind of be hilarious. Then no. What grenades or throwables would you like to see added to some of the TF2 characters? Yeah, heal grenade for medic, that'd work. Like, I'm just curious, as you have much more experience in TF2 and TF Classic than I do, what ideas do you have for porting some of the grenades / other stuff to TF2? Excuse me. The Scout never had the Merv, thankfully. Caltrops for Scout, EMP for yeah, EMP for Spy seems like an obvious thing. Like... The fact that we don't have some sort of weapon that does it not now is kind of strange. Especially considering how Spy can be kind of limited, depending on how good the enemy teams are. Caltrops for Scout or someone else, that'd work. Slow down. Frag grenade for Soldier, Well, they are an explosive-oriented class, so I guess it's fine. But I'm a bit... The one disadvantage of Soldier is that you can't really arc shots or lob shots on an arc or bounce them across walls. So if you break line of sight of Soldier, you're usually safe as long as you aren't in the explosive radius. If you break a line of sight, if you break far enough from line of sight from a Soldier, you're safe enough. Frag grenades may mitigate that, so I'd be careful there. Sure, I guess so. Give frag grenade to Soldier and Demo. I say Demo because they already have the grenade launcher. If anything, it doesn't really make a difference. Okay, that's fine. I would say to give the grenades to either the classes that it opens new playstyles, or ones where it's basically doesn't change anything. Also, it'd be fun to troll people with grenades as a demo man. Alright. Let's see, how is this going? D&D pack, The Army has bonky or secondaries indeed. If anything, the Caltrops is more like a support option to catch unwavering scouts and people running away off guard. Unaware, I mean. Alrighty then. Whoa. Too long. So... Oops, hang on. That got equipped twice. Oh. New Viv and Impact Man sent the same level ID. 565279. I mean, it does fit his Pesterer. I mean, yeah, Medic is one of the best support classes, and top 3 or top 4 classes in the TF2 from what I played. Not the highest skill floor, very high skill ceiling, and his healing and especially his Ubers can be game changing. Like, he doesn't really need that many buffs. So I would say that probably the Spy would, well, I would give the EMP to Spy first because he's the one who needs the buff more. Especially in the Man vs. Machine, I would love to see the EMP in that. Actually, you know what? If we're gonna go crazier with the grenades and trollables, put them in the Man vs. Machine first. Like, save the more restrained ones outside of Man vs. Machine, and with more crazy stuff there. It is. I'm just saying that getting started with the medics, at least in terms of skill floor, like the minimum requirements to place medic and understand their role isn't that high compared to some other classes, MC, Spy, Sniper. But actually being good, but the actual top, to become the best medic, there is a large skill ceiling. Well, I guess the solution to that is make it better. Alright then, I'm gonna cover one level for the most powerful Q and end this. Ooh. This looks good. Alright then. So the 11th and final level of this episode is MST2 Crystal Blue Cave by JJR with 56 plays and a score of 23. So a decoy is what you're saying. AKA a decoy grenade. Or wacky inflatable waving arms tube guy. Stuns and backstab is something I thought would be an upgrade for... That's one of the strangest things. I thought stun and backstab would be one of those spy upgrades that already would exist. Hey Wispy. Space Wispy. Like, okay, maybe the bigger elite boss can resist the stun, but the basic one should be fully stunned or something. Like, playing Spy in MVM is hard enough already. I wouldn't say Spy is useless, but compared to pretty much all the other classes, you can make up for most of Spy's strengths with other stuff. Strictly giant thing, got it. Okay, how about maybe not a long stun, but... Okay, how about this? I'm trying to balance out because a perma stun for all the big bots could be really broken. Like, okay, you can have a full stun for the first few strikes, but the effectiveness slowly degrades over time. Like, first stun lasts for, let's say, 5 seconds, second one 5 seconds, third one 4.9, then 4.8, 4.7, 6, 4, 3, the fourth team play. Just something so the spy can't stun lock everything. Or, well, that also depends on how many big bots there are, I suppose. Like, if there are many big bots, perma stunning doesn't become as useful, like, the stun rates don't become as useful. But again, this is coming from a few hours of gameplay playing as Spy in TF2, so this is me as a newbie Spy just complaining about what I think the Spy's weaknesses are. Whereas you're the real expert. What the Spy actually needs is being able to throw Dead Ringer up more often. Also reduction in disguise time. Wait, reduction in disguise time? Don't you mean increase in disguise time? Wouldn't you want to be able to disguise yourself for longer? Ah, you mean putting on disguise time. For emotion stage, this is one of the better ones, I gotta say. Bombs, water, sliding. Okay. Prone EMP would remove Spy's aggro for detonation. Yeah. That... The fact it doesn't is also kind of weird. Like, it should, probably. Like, Spy still has its weak points, but it's less pronounced. Spy buildings? What? Go on. Spy trap, I could see that, but... Whoa. Those sound interesting. Reprogrammer especially. I kind of wish the game had those, especially in MVM. MVM is already the one where we get more crazy upgrades. Hey, double crystals. Double kill. Cloaking teammates. I would love to see that. It's not the best stage, but it's a decent, rompy one. Neat. Alrighty then. So overall, of the 11 levels I covered in today's morning stream, my favorite one would be Celestial Junkyard by G Pocket, with an honorable mention going to Crystal Blue Cave by JGR. Good job, you two, and thank you to everyone else who submitted your levels to me. It is really appreciated. Speaking of which, let's do the other thing. Buster sent me this thing. Whoops. Let me configure my gamepad. Excellent. Alright, Buster's buffed super arm. This is, right now, this is basically, right now this is currently using the example engine, but Buster made a pretty major change to the super arm. And you'll see soon enough. And if you're wondering why I picked this stage, why don't they have the super arm here? I guess I have to defeat Godsman first. Start a new save file, got it. Alright, new file. Normal. Alright, let's see if this works this time. Alright, welcome to the Megamix example game. But Buster made a major change to the super arm. I can now pick up anything. Including projectiles. Whee! If I time it right. Like, the way it works now is almost like a parry. I mean, it was already strong enough in Maker and Base Megamix. Now it's even, Okay, this is a cool idea for a gimmick, though. Wait, what happens if I take it down? Okay, it despawns, darn it. Alright, it stays there. You know, it would be fun if we could just grab it and place it somewhere else, to be honest. That seems really good. I can basically grab any active object. The only downside is I lose the ability to place blocks, but is that really my downside by this point? You know what? I'd like the option. I'd like another option, Buster. Right now we can pick up and throw the enemies when it destroys them. I want an option where you can pick up and let go of the enemies. Whoops, I've reset. Anyways, it's fine. Now let's check out another stage. Flashman. And Megamix Engine Plus, thank you. I mix up the two because similar. But yeah, for running down pretty quick, this is already pretty fun. The next upgrade would be pick up, put down. Can you pick up any projectiles? Yes! Oh my gosh. How much damage? This is like you turn the super arm into a parry. Okay. You should make an entire one of you should make an entire fan game around super arm being able to pick up everything. Whee! Maybe nerf the damage. Okay, make it so the damage you deal is equivalent to the base damage of the projectile. Other than that, though, it's very fun. Ooh, smooth. Look how smooth the totem, the blocky is. Oh. Oh, there it goes. Bye. If you really want to make it, and for those who want to make it even more super broken, allow the player to carry over entities they're holding over screens. Like, across screens. Like, we can take the sniper armor from one screen to another. Oh, okay. Come on, I want to grab ya. I know it's able to grab this, the door, but... Hey. Excuse me. Oh, it doesn't glitch. Huh. I'm trying to break this, it's not breaking. The devs taught about that. Hi. Boss broken. Nice. I mean, it didn't fully crash the game, so that's a plus already. Okay, that settles it. I want to see a fan game starring Gutsman or Pick Up and Troll Man, where you can pick up most entities that are not too heavy, and you battle enemies that way. Make it so you don't just one-shot most of them, like you have to pick up and throw them several times, but make it into a main mechanic. Like, imagine picking up and throwing the bosses into walls, spikes, whatever to defeat them. This is just a beautiful starting point for many idea of a fan game, and thank you for doing it, Buster and friends. Wait a sec, can we pick up this quicksand? Like, the possibilities are just racing through my head now. Oh, I can't pick up the wait. I can't pick up the quicksand. Right, it doesn't count as an entity, it's... For shame. As funny as that would be. I can pick up the blocks, though. But only those because they're a little bit special. Spin! Yeah, you could do that at base. Got your head. It's head versus head combat. I mean, I am definitely going to Stone Man. I think I know what's coming up. To be honest, messing around with this is better than half the levels I covered already. Alright, we're at Stone. What? Okay. The Met bullets have anti-grab properties. Well, we found the counter to Guts Man. Look! Mega Man almost is wearing a Met helmet. It works if I go to left, though. I can't grab the small ones, though. You know what, how do I fly again? Debug menu. Got it. I would try grabbing the force beam. Oh, wait. I could. Alright. Mega Man's new head design. I need to find another one of them. It's not here. Perfect. Sorry, Eddie. Still escaped. He's free. Let me try finding him without grabbing any of it. I just want to grab one of those. Ah, look! He's cheering! It changed color too. Or he's angry. Take your pick. Anyways, room select. There we go. Mega Man 9, Molly Tree. What happens here? Oh boy. Whee! Where are the robots? Just kidding. Oh yeah, the air section. I see. Only thing I had draw is that. I can throw a stone against the wall and hurts him. That's good to know. The boss? Sure, I'll go straight for him. Wait. Nope, can't grab those. I just want to see what I can and can't grab. It's just hilarious. Wait, this keeps... Excuse me? This keeps shooting. Well, that's probably because I grabbed it when I was floating. Goodbye. No, it still works. Fomu is facing the right way. Alright, block devil. Well, this is an obvious one. Hello, bye. Whee! And let's turn this on first. Get me down. Well... this is certainly something. Oh, there's a floor here. Okay, that was fun. Alright, thank you for asking me to show this off, Buster. This was fun. As I mentioned, this is the start of many fun ideas of fan games. The one I really want to see is like Pick Up and Troll Man. Like, could you imagine rearranging the gimmicks themselves and where they're supposed to be? That could be hilarious. Before I continue, I decided I'll scuttle the Memes Plus React showcase. I'm feeling kind of tired. I'll do that next weekend with an extended showcase. I'm sorry, folks, but I'll have to push that. I have one last thing I want to do, though. Don't leave yet. Gutsman fan game, pretty much. TF Classic in general, too. Indeed, Iwumi. Indeed. Alright. One last note before we continue on to art. And that's important. Try it, Iwumi. Try to start small and work your way upwards. Like, even if it's like a one-level fan game, well, one level, then succeeding with a boss fight, it's perfectly fine. In fact, I want to see, as I said, I want to see more games made using the Megamix Engine Plus, or any of its offshoots. It doesn't have to be like a fully featured 8 Roadmaster plus 4 Fortress stage fan game. It can be as little as a few stages like Permafrost, or even just a series of boss fights, or just one stage. Or do something like Boss Exchange, where you have a series of different boss ideas and boss environments. And you don't even need to really stick that heavily to the Mega Man Classic mold either. We had stuff like Tackle Fire with Gun, which was a Gunstar Heroes like 2D run and gun. The main important thing here is start small. Don't overextend yourself, get yourself familiarized with the engine, and get some playtesters. That's the one thing I want to emphasize when playing all these Megamix Space fan games. And again, don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid, for example, just to keep yourself locked to the Buster. Make it a special weapon-oriented thing. But yeah, ideas for something else in the future. Exactly, the engine's so good that we haven't even realized its full potential. Most fan games haven't even showcased its full potential because there's just so much stuff to play around with or to extend. Like, we saw a part of this with the more experimental fan games like, well, not Permafrost, but Tackle Fire and Gun, Ringman in the Castle with different characters and different physics, Eddie's World because it made it more into something like Pugsy. Like, Eddie's World and Tackle Fire Gun showcase how you can take it in different directions. I really want to see more stuff like those two. And if you do decide to make those sorts of games, send them to me when they're send them to me when they're ready. I'd be happy to play them. Exactly. The engine's so good, I want to play more of it. Oh yeah, Battle Network Fight System is a fan game. I know there was like Endless Network, the excluded stage. I want to see something like that, but done better. Because again, that's one of the experimentations that I want to see. Anyways, with all that said and done, it is time for the art showcase. Ban redesign. He's a piñata now. Indeed. I want to see that realized a bit further. Even more Garden the Bad Bad redesigns for Part 3. Better get your stomach checked. Well, okay. At first I was gonna say it kinda looks like a Rayman character. Then it's getting more and more demented. Just Pim with his exposed nerve. Fix the spot that he missed on the fading. Mega Man, Dr. Wise's Revenge. Shadow and Leroy. Yeah. But would that be enough to stop him? Sprite sheet of World Trees Wily Skull Base. Remix is from Melanade M. Snazzy intro. Okay, some stuff from Ulrich. See the furry art. Furry and Monster Girl stuff. Okay, True Sax. Adventurous, creative, energetic, chaotic, kind of hostile. Bomber Goblin. Jiangxi Goblin. Karasuru Akina. Soulless, caring, sociable. Neat. See some more goblins. Orito Isono, protective, skillful. Hido Mura, helpful, calm, caring. Okay, first is a Sworder Goblin. Second one is an Ice Cream Goblin. Lim. Idle Goblin. Keiya Etsu, the Idle Goblin. Creative, kind, chaotic. Okay, Tezuki Nomi, the Ghoul Goblin. Brutal, rebellious, strong, energetic, kind of sweet? Sweet. Hang on. And last but not least, Sone Arisu, unknown age, gentle, brave, creative, smart, warm. They are an angel goblin. Ogata Now, the Southern Leopard Frog Goblin. That's a bit of a mouthful. The biggest one of the bunch and more complicated design. They're like a snake. Well, a leopard snake, I guess. Curious, strong, sociable. Nicely done. A collection of goblin conceptual OCs made for fun. I'm gonna ask one question. Let's look at it one. Why do 6 of these character concepts have tongues sticking out on the bottom right? Like, I get showing off the eyes, or I get showing off the eyes or teeth sometimes, but why do 6 of the characters have their tongues sticking out? Is that important to the design as well? Like, I understand that with the ghoul and the snake, that makes sense. I can understand that. But why the angel as well? It just seems kind of strange we have an eye and then tongue expression. Happy 44th anniversary to Pac-Man. Lemon. Oh, organ color ref. Okay. I just find usually when I see references on reference sheets for characters, they have the eyes, facial expressions, sometimes the mouth expressions, but the tongue sticking out at max like that. But the tongue sticking out like that, I don't usually see. It's just to me, it's a bit uncommon. Green. Soon. That skull has seen some things. In any case, this marks the end of the art showcase, and subsequently the end of the stream. Thank you very much to everyone who either submitted your levels, submitted your art, or simply participated in chat. It is due to your continued support why I continue to produce new content for our channel. It is really appreciated. So, if you're enjoying this or any other piece of content on the channel, please rate, comment, favorite, and or subscribe, as they all help it out. Don't forget to follow me on X, Mastodon, Co-host, and Blue Sky as well, and join my Discord server, as I regularly post updates there. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in a future Let's Play